Hey everybody, as you probably know, the California Supreme Court denied to even take up the case of the Golden State Warriors in a lawsuit filed against them by the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum Joint Powers Authority. Why? Because the Warriors refused to pay the rest of what was owed on rent with respect to their lease. The Warriors felt like, hey, this is honestly how they felt. Hey, you know what? We could skip town without terminating our lease, and therefore we don't have to pay anything. It's kind of like someone who had an apartment lease deciding that they were going to just simply leave and not come back and not pay anything, and then say, oh, you know, it's okay, we don't owe anything because, oh, we just skipped town and left to San Francisco. That's really how they stated it. That's actually in the language, folks. I'm not making that up. But the arbitrator at the lower court said, well, look, it said in black and white that if you do not extend the lease, then you're liable. Or basically it's like this: if you break it, you buy it, right? If they had filed a lease extension, of course, you know, they would have been responsible for payments, but the implication would be, hey, you know, you're still here, you're making money here, and you're making money for us, so it's okay, right? That's great. That's what everybody wants. The Warriors were actually warned of this by now former Oakland City Attorney John Russo a long time ago, I believe in 2010. And, you know, John went over to Alameda in 2011 to be their city manager, then to Riverside, and then to Irvine, and now he's retired. At any rate, John and I had talked about this before. He said he told them that if they try to leave, they are going to have to pay those costs at $40 million now. So they were warned. Why do you think? Now you say, why would they do something so stupid? Well, I have a theory. It's called hubris. And the idea is, you know, I have enough money. I can do what I want. I'll leave. And at the end of the day, it's no big deal because they're not going to challenge us in court and they're not going to win. Well, guess what? A number of good, including at the top of the list, John Russo, top-notch hotshot lawyers, told the Warriors, you can't do that. But because Russo represented the other side, if you will, you didn't listen to him. You pretended like you listened to him because you liked him, but you didn't listen to him. So guess what? Now they have to pay $40 million. But for those of you who think the Warriors are going to have to cough up $40 million out of their pocket right now, no. If they follow the language of the lease that they didn't extend, they could simply say, hey, look, if you're holding us to the language of the lease, then we have until 2027 to pay this. And it's my hypothesis that's exactly what they'll do. But regardless, they have to pay. It doesn't matter if it's this example or the example, the Raiders moving to Las Vegas. You don't do something just because you think you can do something. You do, and you know it's going to be an injury to the other party. You do it because it's right for both parties. And if it's not right for both parties, then you don't do it. Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com.